Advanced manifestation is the key to unlocking the reality you've been trying to create. But if you've been struggling, if you've tried affirmations, vision boards, and meditations, yet your dream life still feels out of reach, you're not alone. It's frustrating, isn't it? Seeing others succeed while you feel stuck can make you question if manifestation even works for you. But here's the truth. It's not that you can't manifest. It's that no one has told you the real secrets. I know because I've been there. I used to feel like I was doing everything right, yet nothing's changed. And honestly, it was exhausting until I discovered a few advanced techniques that completely transformed the way I manifest. And today I'm going to share them with you, but stay with me because each step builds on the last. And if you miss even one, you might stay stuck where you are. So let's begin with step 1, the formula that no one talks about. Most people think manifestation is about wanting something and waiting for it to show up. But the most powerful manifestors do something completely different. They become the version of themselves who already has it. Your identity is everything. Your current reality is a reflection of who you believe you are. If deep down you still see yourself as someone who wants instead of someone who has, then your desires will always feel just out of reach. So how do you bridge that gap? A simple yet powerful way is through embodied visualization. Instead of just seeing yourself with your desire, feel it. How do you walk, talk, and think? The more real it feels, the more your subconscious starts to accept it as your new normal. And when it feels normal, it manifests effortlessly. Remember that everything is happening now, the past, the future, the present moment, of course. Everything is now. So what you want, what you desire is already here. So your goal is actually not to achieve what you want. Your goal is just to align with it. So let's go to number 2. Step number 2 is the invisible blocks that are holding you back. Let's talk a little about resistance, subconscious resistance. You might feel like you're so close to manifesting, so close, but something always gets in the way. That's not your imagination. It's an invisible block running in the background. These blocks come from past experiences, deeply ingrained beliefs, and even generational patterns. Your subconscious mind is like a computer running old programming that you might not even be aware of. If you have beliefs like money is hard to get or relationships never last, those silent scripts override your conscious intentions. One of the best ways to dissolve these blocks is through subconscious journaling. Take a piece of paper and write down every limiting belief that comes to mind about what you're trying to manifest. Now, challenge each one. Where did it come from? Is it even true? The more you disrupt these old thought patterns, the weaker they become. And once they're gone, you'll notice manifestation happening much faster. Also, you can do the practice of Bashar, channeled by Dari Lanka, who gave us an excellent exercise to uncover hidden limiting beliefs. And the exercise is to just ask ourselves, what would I have to believe is true about myself in order to be experiencing this reality? This question again helps uncover hidden limiting beliefs by making you reflect on what subconscious assumptions are shaping your current experiences. Once you identify the belief, you can challenge it and replace it with a new, empowering one. And according to Bashar, once you identify the belief, it is actually gone. So let's go to step number 3, the missing element that speeds up manifestation. You've probably heard the phrase, act as if. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think it means pretending. And pretending creates resistance because deep down you know it's not real, and also you can't cheat the universe because the universe knows your true intentions. The true secret is to shift your identity so that your desires feels like a natural extension of who you are. Think about it. Successful women or men don't act wealthy. They embody health consciousness. Happy, fulfilled people don't try to be happy. They see themselves as happy people. Your job is to bridge that gap. A beautiful way to do this is through environmental alignment. Small shifts in your daily life create powerful subconscious changes. If you want to attract love, start treating yourself the way you want to be treated in a relationship. If you want to manifest money, upgrade small things in your environment. A beautiful candle or a notebook, a slightly nicer coffee cup. These tiny shifts send a powerful message to your subconscious. This is my new normal. Step 4. The one question that changes everything. I want you please to imagine something. You wake up tomorrow and everything you've been trying to manifest is already yours. How do you feel? Excited? Relieved? Free? Now compare that to how you feel today. You can pause the video if you need to do this. It's really important that you feel this gap. That gap is the only thing standing between you and your manifestation. That emotional gap creates resistance. This is the resistance. The larger the gap, the harder it is to manifest. This gap is actually the time that it will take you to manifest. The moment the gap will be closed by you, it is the moment that you will achieve the thing that you want or get or will be eat. Because remember, we don't want to achieve things because we already have everything right here in the now. We just want to align with it. So as soon as you recognize the gap, so you know how you want to feel, and as soon as you feel that way and create momentum so that the universe will recognize that this is the new you, then you will get what you want. Because sometimes we don't even know that we are vibrating in a low vibration, low frequency, low vibe. We don't know that, but as soon as we recognize this gap, this is so wonderful because we finally remember who we are. So to close the gap, practice emotional rehearsals. Spend time every day feeling what it would be like what it would be like to already have what you desire. But don't be too attached to your desire, just to the feelings. Not just in your mind, in your body, in your heart. Breathe as if you already have it. Walk as if you already have it. The more you do this, the more real it becomes, and the faster your reality catches up. And finally, step 5, the final shift that brings results instantly. This is where most people give up too soon. They do all the right things, but then self-doubt creeps in. And that tiny moment of doubt, it resets everything. The last step is about mastering the art of certainty. You see, the universe wants to be sure that you truly want what you're asking for. It's not punishing you. It is testing you in a way, testing your sureness. And often it does this by bringing back something from your past. Like again, have you ever noticed that just when you're about to level up, an old situation, person, thoughts, or struggle reappears? That's not a coincidence, it's a test. Not really a test, but yes, a test. You can call it a test. The universe is asking, are you really done with this? Have you truly stepped into your new reality? If you react the same way you did before, doubting yourself, giving in to old fears, or accepting less than you deserve, it's like telling the universe you're not ready yet. But if you stay firm in your new energy, if you respond differently, you prove that you've shifted. And the moment you pass that test, that's when everything starts moving fast. So certainty is when you move from I hope this happens to I know this is inevitable. It is not about forcing belief, it's about strengthening trust in the process. A great way to do this is through reverse evidence tracking. Every single day, look for small signs that your manifestation is unfolding. Maybe you hear someone talking about what you want. Maybe you get an unexpected opportunity. The more you notice these breadcrumbs from the universe, the easier it is to stay in that state of certainty. So, these are the 5 steps. So let's recap. How to manifest like the most powerful people in the world. If you've been struggling to manifest, it's not your fault. No one taught you these deeper layers of manifestations. But now you know. Your emotions, jealousy, doubt, frustration are actually guiding you. The invisible blocks keeping you stuck can be dissolved quickly. The real secret is becoming the version of you who already has what you want and it already exists. The fastest way to manifest is to close the emotional gap between where you are and where you want to be. And now you know how to do it. Certainty is the final key. Once you lock in your knowing, your reality shifts instantly. So now that you know these secrets, are you ready to apply them? Because you know already that knowledge is not enough. Taking action is really important too, And meditation, visualization are also considered action, but also inspired action, because while you're in the now, you know more clearly which action you want to take and which you don't, and you go more for the inspired actions. Okay, if you want to know more about this topic, visit my Law of Attraction and Esoteric Knowledge playlists. Thank you for being here, listening. I really appreciate this. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your share. If you have any questions, please put them in a comment section below. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.